Hey, Facebook Live. This is Lisa Balthaser with Fleur Lisa Solutions, and I am on here today to talk about basically a few of the posts on my Facebook page this past week, and on my personal page for that matter. I recently had a birthday, and I had experienced a lot of things that should not happen on Facebook but do. And I've approached this subject, or well, I guess it's multiple subjects. I've approached these subjects multiple times in the past, and I will keep coming back to these until people really, truly get why they shouldn't be doing these things. Because as far as, like, my goal is to educate people, and if I allow you to look bad on Facebook or any other social media platform, I'm not doing what I am able to do for you. Okay, so that being said, what I wanted to talk about today is I wanted to talk about some of the posts that I had on my page recently. Okay, so I did an earlier live stream earlier this past week about inboxing people with your offers, events, groups, etc., and how that should not happen and why. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, as a marketer, you should be taking the time to get to know the people that you market to, because you should not be marketing to people that are not your ideal client avatar. It's a waste of your time, and it's a waste of their time, and all it does is create bad relationships for you with these same people, because you're pushing things on them that they may not be interested in, and they probably aren't interested in if they haven't followed your page or expressed an interest. Okay, so that being said, I posted something on my personal page yesterday, and I got some questions about it that I wanted to clear up. I'm sure I made a few enemies by stating what I stated, and that's okay, because I'm sticking to it. I'm sticking to that scenario. Okay, so basically what I was talking about was tagging people with your promotions, your events, your groups, your sales, your page, anything that has to do with your business. Okay, and the reason I wanted to address this verbally as opposed to the post that I had put up is because I can clear up some things a little bit better with live video than I can on my Facebook page. Okay, so the first thing that I want to point out, that I did point out on my page, is that connecting with people on social media, especially people that you don't personally know, is a privilege. Okay, they do not have to accept your friend request. Okay, if they do accept your friend request, that does not give you the right to push your product, service, group, or anything else on them. Okay, it does not give you that right. They did not connect with you. I can almost guarantee 100% that no one is connecting with you because they want you to sell to them on a regular basis. I can almost guarantee that. I mean, it's just a given. So that being said, it is never appropriate to connect with somebody and immediately push it on them. It is not appropriate to tag them. Okay? So that is what my most recent post was about, and it was tagging. Okay, so people, I can mention all the reasons why people tag, but I'm not going to mention them in this video because it may prompt people to actually tag people. So tagging people with your product or service or promotion or sale or group is really wrong for many reasons. Okay, so let me explain those reasons to you. When you tag somebody, when you tag somebody, you are attaching their name or their business, however you are tagging. You are attaching their name or their business to your business. Okay? Unless they are working for you or they are a client who has said it's okay to tag them, you should not be tagging anybody and attaching somebody else's name to your business. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Like, say you have a store, an actual storefront, a brick and mortar store. Okay, this is what I like in tagging people to your promotions too. Okay, so say you have a brick and mortar store, and you have a storefront and you have windows and stuff like that. It's almost like slapping people's names and businesses all over the front of, or spray painting them all over the front of the brick of your building, or pasting them all over your windows instead of your things. Okay? It's attaching somebody else that has nothing to do with your business to your business. And it's not only wrong, it makes you as a business person look really bad and really desperate. Okay? Which are two things as a business person you don't want to look. So instead of doing that, wouldn't it be a lot better to be a reputable business person? Spare your reputation online, because your reputation on digital media is everything. Once you ruin your reputation on digital media, it is there forever. Even if you delete it, they say when you post on Facebook or on the internet, it's there forever. So think about it this way. When you're making a post and you're attaching like 20 people's names to your post because you either want them to see it, or whatever reason you have for doing it. And like I said, there are many reasons that I will not mention here, because I am not promoting that people do that ever, because it's wrong. So when you do that, you're basically saying that those people are in some way attached to your business or approve of your business. You're basically saying that they approve of your post, they approve of your business, and they said it's okay. So when you're tagging people, if they didn't say it's okay, if they don't even like your business or approve of your business or would never buy from you, and you've attached their name to it, don't you think that you've just hurt the reputation that you have with that person? You have. It makes no sense to do it. People that do that are doing it because they don't know how to properly market their business. Plain and simple. Okay, now there are instances where it is okay to tag people, but that's not the norm. When you post a promo, a normal promo on a normal day, you should not be tagging all of your friends and followers. You should be using tagging very, very selectively. You should be valuing your own business reputation online, as well as respecting the relationship that you have with your fans and followers and your connections on social media. Okay, so when you're tagging people, you're not respecting that connection. You're disrespecting the people who you tag, because more than likely they didn't give you permission to tag them. Okay, more than likely, if they love your business, they will share it for you if you ask them to. Okay, that's the way to get your business name out there on social media. Genuinely make those connections. I mean, really, have a conversation. I know that you don't have time to have coffee with everybody you connect with on social media, because I don't either. Okay, but for those that you are able to sit down and have a conversation with, whether it is in person or whether it is through Skype or whether it is through a phone call, those people that you're establishing that connection with, will probably be more than happy to help you market in some way. And you should also want to help them. So if you're going around tagging people in your own posts and you're never sharing anybody else's content, you're never sharing their sales, what is that saying about you? It's saying that you're only out for yourself and you don't care about those people that you tagged in your post. You're only in it for you, which is very negative when people are looking at who to do business with. So this is my little, in addition to my public service announcement on my page or on my personal account. I actually did that one on my personal profile. So in addition to that public service announcement about tagging people in your promos, I wanted to go a little bit more in depth and really talk about this, because when you're establishing connections online, those connections can go a long way. They can be there for years. They can be your best friends, but they're not going to be your best friends if you keep tagging them in your promotions. They're not going to want to help you at all. So why are you destroying those relationships that you have with people that you connected with on social media by tagging people when you're posting promos? Don't do it. It's wrong. Okay? So, everybody has a group of people that they want to support, that they want to help. And, I'm sure you know people that you want to help. Do it. Help them. But don't destroy your own reputation in the meantime by tagging people in your promotions. As far as groups and events go, don't tag them. If you have a group, invite them to join the group. You don't need to, if you invited them to join a group, okay, and they don't join the group, or they remove themselves, for instance, don't post it again and tag them to it. They've already expressed their interest in your group and they weren't interested. It's pretty cut and dry. If you have an event and you have already invited them, they get the notifications. They see the notifications every time you post in the group. There's no need to post the event and tag everybody and his brother in it, because if they've been invited, they're getting the notifications if they want to be getting them. If they remove themselves or they said no or weren't interested, they won't be. So don't be tagging them. It just doesn't make sense. You're hurting yourself and your own. And I think it's really sad at how many low tactics I see people use out there on social media. And if I could correct every one of them, I certainly would love to, but unfortunately I can't. So all I can do is come on here on live stream and try to give you information that will help you be a better marketer, that will help you establish a quality, respectful digital presence, because that's what you as a business person should want to achieve. Okay? And you're not going to do it by doing all of these things that I keep going on about on my live streams. You're just not going to do it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to be looked at favorably. It's time that people take responsibility for marketing their businesses properly and stop spamming everybody. Because when you're tagging people, you're spamming. When you are sending them your promos, indirect messages, just out of the blue, you're spamming. It's all spam. There's nothing different from tagging somebody to sending them. I mean, that's what, if you're not doing your due diligence and building up your email list and building up your tribe, that's on you. Okay? That's your responsibility as a business owner. Okay, if you're not doing that, don't make the rest of your connections pay for you not doing your due diligence. And that's what you're doing when you spam them. You're making everybody else suffer. Okay? So, and yes, you know, I had somebody come on and say, oh, well, you can set your connections that they can't post on your page. Yes, you can set your profile so people can't post on your page. I have all of my accounts set that nobody can post on my page unless I approve it. The problem with that is if you're tagged in a post, you still have to, it creates extra work for me. I have to go in, I have to review the post, and then I have to untag myself. And if it happens too often, then I have to go and block the person. So, you know, it creates extra work for other people that you shouldn't be, you should never be creating extra work for somebody else, ever, with your business, if you want to have a quality relationship with somebody else online. You should be thinking of ways to make their life better, easier, solve their problems, and make their lives awesome. That's what you as a business person should be putting out there to the world to attract the right people to your business. So, this is the end of my public service announcement on said subject matter that I've been on for the whole week, it seems. So I hope I reach at one person that if I reach just one person that this message resonates with, or they have an aha moment and they decide to change their tactics. I don't even like the word tactics. Actually, I don't like the word tricks. People use tactics and tricks. Tactics are strategic. Tricks mean you're fooling somebody. So I would very rarely use the word trick in what I say. Some people put that in blog title headings. Tricks and tactics. I don't like to trick people. I am straight up. I'm going to give it to you like it is. And I'm going to be honest with you. And that's what you should be doing too, because that's how you will establish a good reputation online. Okay? You're not going to do it by tagging people and being underhanded about your marketing. It's just not going to happen. So that's what I have for you today. I don't know who just popped on here, but I'm going to end this today. You can watch the replay if you want. I want your reputation to be solid and quality in your digital marketing. I want your digital marketing presence to be one that people will flock to. So I am giving you this information to help you. And if it sounds like I'm ranting about it or I'm preaching about it, it's because it happens far too often and it shouldn't happen. Okay? In order for me to feel that I'm doing you, my fans and followers, anybody that watches my video, justice, I need to give you the information that I know to be accurate, I know to be true, and that is, don't do it. So if you missed what I said, please, sign back in, follow, watch the video. I really, I hope I cleared up a lot of things that were going on my page. There was a conversation going on my personal profile. And I had done an earlier video regarding this subject. So I invite you to watch the replay. You don't want to miss it. You really want to have a good reputation online. You really want to market your business the right way and not the underhanded way. You want people to look at you with respect, and you want to treat others online with respect. So that's what I have for you today. Again, this is Lisa Balthaser with Fleur de Lisa Solutions, and I hope you have an awesome day and improve your online presence.